got knocked out of the Europa League. So much for this revival so far. Roll the intro. Welcome back, everyone. We're back again with Rangers Revival. So the last few games haven't gone so well. We're scoring a lot of goals, but then we conceded some. When we last met, we kind of just went through the intro of the team and whatnot, and we're actually in pretty good form. Played against the reserves, bet them 3-1. Played Partick Thistle, bet them 4-0. Went to CSK Moscow 1-0 loss. Wasn't too bad considering they put out a relatively full strength team. Played Plymouth, bet them 3-1. Then played the first leg of our Europa League first round qualification round. Bet them 10-0. Tavernier scored a hat trick, and so did Morelos. Then went to the reverse leg at I think it's in Bosnia, and lost 2-1 there, so that was surprising. Then went to Eintracht Frankfurt, lost 2-0 to them. It was a weird game. They set up very defensively, so it was hard to break them down. If I can see their it's not showing their formation. But anyways, they were playing essentially a 5 at the back with 2 lone strikers and a pretty stacked midfield. So it was really hard to break them down, and whenever we got the ball and went into their final third, we didn't have the men up front to break them down, which is why we lost the first leg and we were away at home. So I was trying to play on the counter, which didn't really work out too well for us. The goals they scored were pretty early on, or not early on, pretty. They scored in the 22nd minute, and then they scored in the final dying minutes of the game. Unfortunately, kind of killed it for us when they scored the second, because if it was 1-0, we might have had a chance to go on into it, but unfortunately not. It was not the case. And Da Costa had a really good game for him, scored a goal and got the assist for the first. Then we played Ibar in a friendly, bet them 5-0. I don't know how. The team just did absolute bits. Kent got a hat-trick, Defoe scored, and so did Andy King. Andy King scored in the first 5 minutes. He scored a banger from 30 yards out. And Kent got a hat-trick, and Defoe got a goal. He got 2 assists. So he actually played really well, and I decided to keep him on against Frankfurt. And I went for a different stylized team, if we'll show it here. I went for the 5 at the back to counter them. I tried a formation. I can actually show you guys here. If you go to tactics, we went for this. Essentially, I just tried to go man for man with them, and I figured the best way to go for a 3 at the back is to have 2 strikers. Usually, if you play FIFA or something, a 4-3-3 is probably the best bet. But I found that with how wide our team was and how the quality of our wingers, it didn't balance out. So I figured 2 strikers probably the best option, with bombing on fullbacks to kind of cause them upset, and then having 2 central mids as Mazalis. I've changed them back to box-to-box midfielders just because the players I was playing there before were actually a little more fit. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the 4-3-3 or this 3 at the back again. It played pretty well, and I wasn't too pleased with the wingers. But I'm just going to try this because it actually played pretty well against Eintracht Frankfurt, who are a top 5, maybe top 6 side in the Bundesliga. So that's pretty impressive in all honesty. But yeah, so this is the team we put out. And we're going up against Eintracht Frankfurt. Jesus, I'm reading the wrong one again. Hearts. So it shouldn't be too. Oh, a day ahead. Lovely. And McGregor's out for 7 weeks. He's already suspended for this current game, so he's suspended and injured. Lovely. So we have a few injuries. Actually, go through some transfers. We brought a few players in. You've rejected the contract. Lovely. I was trying to offload Greg Stewart to just anyone really, because he doesn't have the physicality. His mentals are okay, and then he's a wide playmaker, which I do not want in this team. He seems kind of bleh. So we've sold a couple players. I found this one guy in our reserves, Jamie Murphy. He looked okay, but he was in the reserves, and he didn't seem that great in comparison to everyone else. I sold him on for about £1 million. Yeah, and we brought in 2 players. Brandon Williams from Man United, left back, looks pretty decent. The only thing that's wrong about this is that they say he's 5'7". He's about 6 foot tall. which is strange. I don't know why he's marked as 5'7", because he's a big lad. I think he's about the same height as Solskjaer, or a little bit taller. But yeah, I know, what's his name, Stephen Howson. He knows him in real life, and he says that he's about 6 foot 6'1", because Howson's about 5'10"ish. So like, obviously, if he's taller than him, then obviously he's not 5'7". So it's a bit of a strange one that he's 5'7" for whatever reason. Maybe this is from like when he was 16 rather than being 18. And then we brought in Ryan Portuis. Ironically, I had this guy at my I was going to say Blackburn Rovers. I didn't have him at Blackburn. I had him at Boston United. Got him in for 750k, and with add-ons to up it to about 1.5, 1.6 million, something like that. Like if we win the league, win the cup, if we got to the semi-finals of the Europa League, I think that was like 250 or 300k. So it's not too bad. There's a couple other I'd like to maybe bring 1 or 2 other players. I think I need a striker, just because obviously our main backup is we have Defoe and Morelos, and then we have players like Arfield and Stewart, but Stewart isn't in my plans for the team. He looks okay, but like his pace is gone. He's no physicality. His mentals are kind of lackluster, and his technicals aren't that amazing either. He's good passing, but that's about it. And then he's 6 foot. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like my kind of player that I want in this team. So I'm gonna look to offload him and maybe bring in a striker, maybe get someone on loan or someone else. There's also a youngster I'm scouting from Wraith, I believe the team's called. He looks really good. He's like 16 years old, so. And I think he's 1 year left on his contract, so we might be able to get him for a steal. He looks more like a player of the future, actually. I'll bring him up for us now, if I can remember how to spell the team. So Riyadh. Let me just check here. Go. Premiership. I think it's League 1. Yeah, Wraith. Let's go player, senior squad. It was. Is he in the under 18s? He was really young, like 16. Where is he? Dan McKenna. It's got him as well. He's 16 or 19. I don't see him there. I doubt he was sold. Was he? Transfer history. No, he still seems like he's floating around somewhere. That's kind of annoying. I can't find the player at all. Oh, here he is. Kieran Bowie. 49. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. I just finally got the stats back. But he looked, actually, looking at his stats, he didn't look too bad. Good fitness, good pace, good off the ball, good flair, good bravery. Crossing was a bit to be desired. But I don't know. I think for like 3.6k, he could actually be decent. He's 16 years old. Oh no, I see something here. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm just going to sign up so you guys can see. And we'll see if he becomes something decent. We'll offer him 50k. We probably want like £1 million or something for him. Yeah, something ridiculous like that. Does he have a buyback? No, he doesn't. So we'll go 100k. I'm probably overspending on him, but we'll just offer him some bits and bobs. After league appearances, 50, say 250. International appearances, because like if he's not going to make it, it's not going to be a big bad money off our back, but like his value is going to go up by 100k since we're going to buy him for that much. So because it's not too crazy. Minimum league goals 50 for a winger over 10 years. That's probably not a lot, and we'll go 100k again. Minimum league goals. Win the thing. Go 50. Let's go 40. Win it. We'll go 40 again, and same with the Bedford. Actually, but we'll go 20k with this. and it's a potential 700k. They want 625, but yeah, so I'll just make that offer. See if they accept it. I think he actually could be maybe decent. I'm not sure. Like they do have some decent players, because I know that's where I got David Shaw one in my Boston save, and he was a beast for us. I had him for like 6 years, and then when we did the 10 years in the future, he ended up staying at the club for like another 5 and was sold on to Liverpool for like, I want to say £30 million or something like that. He ended up having a pretty decent career. Didn't play a lot when he was at Liverpool, but it's a bit of a shame. Doyle Hayes, I'm looking at him. He's on loan at the moment. Thomas O'Connor, there's a few players. If you guys watched my Blackburn save, or I keep saying Blackburn, bloody Boston United save, you'd realize I've looked at him before. I do think this guy could be pretty decent. He's got really good fitness. No, I think he could be good. It's crazy how much season tickets that were sold. 47,000. Like those are like top tier Premier League levels. It's very impressive. But yeah, so we're going up against Hearts. Like, yeah, they're going for a 4-2-3-1. Throw something different at them. A 5 at the back. Tavernier, right wing back. Williams at left. Doherty, Jack and King with Morelos, Defoe, Portuis, Goldson, Edmondson, and Fotheringham in goal. It's a bit annoying that McGregor's going to be out now for about 6 weeks. Barsic is also out for about 4 weeks. And then one of our backup guys is injured. I'll leave the midfield as is. We've been played Ojo and Barker both a bit, but I found Ojo's lacking the pace for me on the wings. I think, like as I mentioned before, my whole thing for these kind of these leagues, you need pace on the wings, and if you don't have it, you're just not up to the standard. Like you can get away with it in the Premier League, you just need the technicality. He has it, but I think pace is the main attribute for this league. But anyways, let's get into it and see if we can get a result over Hearts. Hearts are going to be a big team for us, so if we can actually get some against them, that'd be pretty sweet. Oh, they have some good players. Glenn Whelan, Steve Naismith, Joe Ledley. Oh. Do I recognize anyone here? Smith. They also have a centre back. I can't remember his name. McKenna, I think. He's actually really decent. He always became good in the last FM, so it'd be sweet if we can maybe pick him up. Why is that not picking up? There we go. There's a lot more to come from you, blah, blah, blah. Just get out there and do the job. Like, we're playing a defensive formation, but we're telling our players to not be very defensive oriented. It's just to mainly attack them from the get-go. And we almost get attacked from the get-go. But yeah, playing shorter. I won't focus on the midfield as much. See if we can do something here. We were scoring a lot of goals with the 4-3-3, but I want to try this out because it's actually quite potent against Eintracht Frankfurt, and like since they're like Bundesliga side that are quite high up. Let's make some shorter changes, even though we're playing shorter passing, but whatever. See if we can get through this. Tavernier and Doherty scored. Is he offside? No, he's on. He's one of the main guys. He was in the reserves, and I want to give him a bit of game time because he actually looks pretty decent and he has a good bit of potential, and I don't know why they're showing the replay again and again. Obviously he's going to be onside if he's it's a free kick behind the centre back. Is that a penalty? Oh, he's offside. The one thing I don't like about this is that it shows you highlights. Like there's been one where it's what's his name, Defoe scored, and it immediately just showed me the goal going in and there was no build up to it. He had won the ball back off the centre back and then just scored. Like there wasn't anything like the ball being passed around and whipping back possession and shooting. He finally saw it in the replay, but it seems a bit mad. Also, it's a bit weird not having a starting key highlight, like how you have a kickoff and then the ball being thrown out of play or whatnot. But it's not too bad. Ooh, almost scored again there. This team is actually pretty decent. Obviously, they're having shots, so it's still early days. But I think we could actually be pretty decent. And especially since we're having some second string players like Williams and obviously Doherty is not amazing first team quality, but I think he'll grow into it as the season progresses. And obviously having what's his name, Blasic, the left wing back, would be a lot better than Williams. Williams is a well-rounded player, but crossing isn't his strong suit, where I think his name is Vlasic, had like 18 crossing, although it hasn't really contributed to that many assists so far this season. Yeah, it's interesting to say the least. I'll leave him on box to box. Yeah, we're still in the lead. They're getting some shots off, but yeah, there's room for improvement, really. Not too bad, but not amazing. So, shouts. Get creative. That always seems to work and gets everyone. Okay, apparently not. They don't want to. Bartuis and Edmondson are both on 6.3s. That is not ideal. And they're starting to build up into possession a bit. We might need to make a change soon. I might go for a 4-3-3 soon enough. Brought on a centre back, so they've also gone 3 at the back. You know what? I'm gonna make a slight change. Since they've gone like that, they're matching us. I'm going to change it up to 4-3-3. Who will we take off? Brandon Williams. No, we'll leave him on. We're going to take off Edmondson for Kent. And we're going to throw on Flanagan, Stephen Davis, Jordan Jones for... I wonder, can Defoe play behind the striker? Why can't I click his name? Let's confirm that for now. Pause it, go tactics. Just want to see if he could... No, he can't really play... I want to see if he could play Shadow Striker, maybe play in this hole. But no, that's not too bad. We'll go Jordan Jones and we'll take off Defoe. He'll play on the right and Kent can play on the left. Morelos in the middle. Goldson there. Tavernier dropping back as this complete wing back and support. Same with Williams. And Jack, he is on a yellow. 6.4. We can leave him at the moment. Yeah, we'll leave it as... Oh, he's on cover, so we'll make him defend. And the same with Portuis. Put him on defend. Get rid of that. Confirm changes. And play. Okay, see if we can get into this. Now, we might have to... Again, Portuis is after going up to a 6.8. He was on a 6.3 before. I was just about to take him off, but seems to be doing relatively okay. You know what, we'll change up to the positive gegenpress. And let's go tactics. Got deep line playmaker. We should put King in the middle as the playmaker. And we make any other changes. I think we need one more. We can't really... We could bring on... I think we just need a midfield change. In all honesty, we'll take off Andy King and we'll bring on Aribo. Whichever. Just to give that bit of a little bit more dynamism in midfield. Because like Jack, the only reason why he's kind of low is because he's on a yellow. But King was quite low on a 6.4 and he's playing centre of the park. So you hope that they would kind of pick up a bit. And we're going to come off positive. And we'll leave it for a few minutes. I think we'll go to 85 and then we'll go defensive. No, we'll go defensive now. I think we just want to shut up shop and make sure we get this point away from home. Tactics, we'll drop the wingers back a bit just to solidify ourselves. He can do a job there. Can anyone play in CDM? Jack can. Okay, just to go wing back defend. Wing back defend. Just to soak up the pressure and just get a result here. I know they're like their top 5, top 6-ish. Don't score. Ooh, that was close. Come on, end of highlight, end of highlight, end of highlight. Yes. Come on, just see us out now. See us out now, lads. See us out. Don't want them building up any pressure. Oh, did they have Joel Pereira? Oh, that was close. Morelos. That was actually an amazing ball. No, Portuis. No. Fuck's sake. Portuis, you fucking lost it right there. Jesus Christ. That Joel Pereira. It is. For fuck's sake. That's probably game. Aribo will push you up a bit. Push these lads up. Possibly. Yep, that's game. Fucking 90th minute. Fuck's sake. Pertuis, you fucking gobshite. What was he on? A 6.8 in the end. He fucking ran out. I'm not happy. I'm absolutely not happy. Poor result. 2 draws back to back. $300k. Go fuck yourselves. We'll go 150. Okay, we'll accept demands. Vastly overpaying for him, but I don't know. He might be good eventually. Like, his stats seem okay enough. Like he'll grow into him because he's only 16, 6'2". He's a big lad. Good dribbling, good fitness, good pace, good acceleration. Bravery's good. Flair's quite good. Determination's good. Off the ball's not too bad. Work rate's good. Technique's good. Passing isn't too bad. I think this is a bit of a diamond in the rough. And like I haven't really followed the whatchamacallit, the best signings or youngsters for this level. Maybe I should take a look, but I haven't. But I don't know, he could be actually pretty decent. Like, he's a lot of, like, anything that's quite low isn't stuff you need too much. Maybe composure, anticipation's a bit low. Corners, you don't really need to worry about that. Long shots, you'd like them a bit higher, but like, they're not pivotal to their game. Long throw, same. Marking, same. Penalty taking, obviously it's low. You don't really need it. You'd want it, but still, tackling not too bad. And he's like a winger, so you could convert him into a striker eventually. Good, decent enough dribbling and good finishing. 16 years old. I can think of a lot worse players. Like players in our what was he, 1-star? 1-star? I don't know. I could think of much worse players, like in our if I go to under 18s. Overview. Like some of these guys like 1-star. I don't know. Like the same age. And like I think he's decent. I don't know. It could be interesting. But yeah. So let's do one episode or one game today just because we need to cover a bit. Next episode I'll bring us back for, ooh, that could be good. Might do Aberdeen St. Johnstone. That could be decent enough. Play some games. Kilmarnock, Dunfermline. I don't know how to pronounce these names. So yeah, so Aberdeen, St. Johnstone, and then we can go through any final transfers if we have any. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.